Welcome to Shanti Peace Yoga. We are now in week 5 of the Head to Toe Yoga series, and last week we focused on our hips and glutes, so this week we're traveling down to our quads and hamstrings. This practice is yin-based, meaning we will be holding each asana for longer than usual to allow for greater release of tension and more time to calm the mind. We will be using yoga props today, and you can see behind me I have a strap, 2 blocks, and a thin cushion. If you don't have any of these items, you can still do this class. The use of props just helps in holding the asanas for the longer time. Let's begin in Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits, to stretch the hamstrings. Start by coming onto your hands and knees and place your blocks under your hands. I'm choosing the second highest level. Now slide your left foot forward between your hands, and you can start by pointing and flexing the foot before finding stillness and keeping the foot flexed, drawing the toes towards you. You can also place the cushion under your right knee while we hold here. Try to keep your back lifted, and the use of the blocks does help with this. If your hamstrings are particularly tight, start with a bend in the left knee, and as we hold and take deep breaths, hopefully you will find that leg will start to gradually straighten. Let's take one more deep inhale, and now exhale. Carefully release the left leg back behind you. Moving on to the other side, slide the right foot forward now, and like before, you can point and flex the foot before finding stillness and keeping the foot flexed. You want your heel to be pressing down into the mat and toes drawing towards you. Remember to swap over the cushion and place it under the left knee if you need it. Make sure your spine is long and lifted, and continue with slow, steady breaths. take one more deep inhale, and now exhale and carefully release the right leg back behind you. We'll put our blocks to the side now, and now place your cushion close to you on the right side of your mat. We'll return to tabletop position, hands coming under the shoulders and knees under the hips. We're moving on to stretching our quads now. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, step the left foot forward and take your hands to the inside of that knee, shifting the foot slightly over to the left. Check that your knee is stacked over the ankle, and you can place your cushion under your right knee if needed. Now bend your right knee so your foot is coming close to your glute. Inhale here. Exhale as you circle your left arm behind you to take hold of that foot on the outside edge. You should be feeling a stretch down the right quad muscle. Chest is open here, and shoulders are drawing down. You can keep your neck neutral or look over the left shoulder. Instead of drawing the foot into you, think about pressing your foot into your hand, and this should change the sensation in the right thigh. We'll slowly release the pose. Start by carefully letting go of the foot, lowering the leg down, and circling the left arm forward, releasing back to tabletop. Setting up for the other side, place the cushion close to you on the left side this time. Inhale here, and now exhale as you step the right foot forward. Hands come to the inside of the right knee, and foot moves a little over to the right side. Check the knee is stacked over the ankle. Bring the cushion under your left knee, and now bend that knee so the foot comes close to your glute. Inhale here, and exhale as you circle the right arm behind you, taking hold of the foot on the outside edge. Chest is open, shoulders are drawing down. Like before, press your foot into your hand as we hold here. To come out of the pose, start by carefully letting go of the foot and circle the right arm forward, releasing. Place the cushion over to the side and we'll return to stretching out the hamstrings. You will need your strap now, but you can improvise with a belt or exercise band. Make your way onto your back and place your left foot in the middle of the strap, around the ball of the foot. From here, you're just going to extend the left leg skyward, holding on to the ends of the strap, and you can point and flex the foot to warm up a bit. Find stillness and flex the foot, really pushing through the heel to deepen the sensation. Try not to engage your arms too much as you hold the strap. Make sure your shoulders are drawing away from the ears. The breath is slow and steady, and your face is relaxed. Now, keeping the strap around the foot, allow your left leg to carefully drop over to the left side, feeling a stretch into the inner thigh. We'll hold here and still focus on flexing the foot, pushing through the heel. You can allow your right knee to drop over to the right side as a counterbalance. Pay attention to your shoulders, make sure you're not hunching, and your face is still relaxed. Let's take one more deep inhale. And now bring the left leg back to center on the exhale. We'll release the left foot down and change sides, so ball of the right foot comes to the middle of the strap and right leg extends skyward. You can start by pointing and flexing the foot, and then find stillness, keeping the foot flexed, pushing through the heel, and taking slow, steady breaths. Now, keeping the strap around the foot, allow your leg to carefully drop over to the right side, feeling a stretch into the inner thigh. We'll hold here and still focus on flexing the foot, pushing through the heel. The left knee can fall slightly out to the left side as a counterbalance. Let's take one more deep inhale here. And now bring the right leg back to center on the exhale. Place the strap out to the side now and slowly make your way upright. We'll come back to another quad stretch and we'll be using our 2 blocks, setting up for half hero pose. If you don't have blocks, you can use a bolster, or you can do this without any props. You want the first block on the second level for your upper back and the other one on the highest level for your head. Start by sitting upright, right leg extends in front of you, and tuck the left leg back behind you. Both sit bones are grounded here, and you may want to move your calf muscle out to the side. Inhale as you create length in your spine, sitting tall, and exhale, slowly walk your hands behind you. And this might be enough for you and you stay here, or you will continue to lower down so your upper back is on the low block and back of the head on the high block. You can do this without blocks and lower all the way to the ground, but sometimes I feel that a little bit too much in my lower back, so the blocks are really helpful. This is a really intense stretch, and you will be feeling this in your hip flexors and quad muscles, as well as an opening across the chest. If it becomes too much, bring yourself back upright or release the pose entirely. We're holding here for 1 minute. We'll prepare to release the pose. Tuck your chin slightly, and it helps to hold on to the left foot. Press into the elbows using your arms to help lift you back upright. Taking your time, untuck the left leg, and you might want to shake the legs out a bit before we move on to the other side. So this time the left leg is extended long and the right leg is tucked in behind you. You may need to move your calf muscle out to the side so both sit bones are grounded. Inhale to lengthen upright and exhale as you lower down towards the blocks. One side might be more tight than the other, so listen to what your body is telling you, and maybe you don't lower all the way down this time. Wherever you are, you want your right knee pointing forward, not out to the side, and you want the hips and pelvis square. Try to relax the shoulders and the face, and take slow, steady breaths. Prepare to release the pose. Tuck your chin slightly, press into your elbows, and use your arms and hands to help lift you back upright. Take your time and carefully untuck the right leg and shake out the legs a little bit. Let's move our blocks out of the way, and we have one more final pose called cat pulling its tail, which provides a hamstring stretch and a quad stretch, as well as a spinal twist. Start by lying on your back, knees bent. Now lift your hips and shift them slightly over to the right side. Extend your left leg long. Now place your left hand on the right knee. Inhale here, and as you exhale, guide that leg over to the left side. To incorporate the hamstring stretch, you're going to take hold of the left toes and extend the leg long, flexing the foot and pushing through the heel. This position is challenging and there is already a lot going on, so you can stay here. Or if you want to add on the quad stretch, bend your right knee and take hold of the toes or foot with your right hand, drawing the foot close to your glute. Wherever you are, make sure your shoulders are sliding down away from your ears and back of the neck is long. Don't forget your slow, steady breaths. Let's release the hold of the right foot and now the left. Inhale here and release the twist on the exhale. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Start with the knees bent and now shift your hips over to the left this time. Right leg extends long, and now the right hand comes to the left knee. Inhale here and exhale as you twist over to the right. Take hold of the left foot and extend that leg long, flexing the foot and pushing into the heel to stretch the hamstring. If you want to add on the quad stretch, bend the right knee and take hold of the toes or foot and draw that in closer to your glute. Check that your shoulders aren't up by your ears, back of the neck is long, and face is relaxed. Remember to take slow, steady breaths. Let's release the hold of the right foot and now the left. Inhale here and release the twist on the exhale. As a counter pose after the twist, let's come into Apanasana or knees to chest pose. Feel free to rock side to side. You can take your knees out wide or just be still here, feeling a nice release down the back. Let's release the feet back down to the mat, and we're coming into Shavasana now, our final resting pose. Feel free to make use of the props here. You can have the cushion under your head, or if you used a bolster, you can place it under your knees. You can be lying on your back or on your side. Take any position that is most comfortable for you and allows you to really melt and relax. Start to soften your eyes or close your eyes and allow the breath to slow and deepen. Start to invite some small movements back to the body, and in your own time, make your way into an upright seated position. Thank you, yogis, for practicing with me today, and I hope you enjoyed this week's class. I'll see you next week for the final Head to Toe Yoga series. And now let's close our practice with our mantra. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Bowing forward, Namaste.